progress would have been possible airport success, ensuring smooth trade facilitation, regulatory compliance, and security. Some of the most impactful contributions of customs are introduction of pre-arrival cargo clearance. This has significantly reduced the turnaround times, making Hyderabad as a preferred gateway for pharmaceuticals, perishables, and e-commerce. As per the National Time Release Study undertaken by Customs for Airports in India, Hyderabad Airport has proudly secured #1 position in import clearance and #2 position in the export clearance. This remarkable accomplishment highlights the exceptional coordination with the efficiency of customs and terminal teams. Pharma zone temperature control facilities in Hyderabad. Hyderabad, as you all know, is vaccine capital of the world, relies on customs seamless facilitation and sensitive shipments. Specialized express cargo clearance, supporting India's growing e-commerce industry by enabling fast customs clearances to further enhance cargo operations at Hyderabad. Customs has granted deconsolidation permission for the airport. This initiative is expected to support the trade and enable Hyderabad to handle import loads more efficiently with optimizing the product mix. I-gate and single window clearance, customs digitization advances have enhanced transparency and reduced documentation delays. Automation and customs procedures leading for faster processing, fewer manual interventions, and great efficiency. At AI-enabled
taxes and customs. Sri Prakash sir has also held key positions as Director in the Ministry of Civil Aviation and as Secretary of the Airports Economic Regulatory Authority. He is an alumnus of IIT Madras, where he completed his MTech, and the University of Delhi, where he earned his LLB. He is the driving force behind the rapid progress in the construction of two important departmental buildings, the Custom House at Mamidipalli and the GST Bhavan at Kajagudam, which I'm told the third floor also the slab has been laid recently, and it is expected to be completed before this year end. May I now request Sri Sandeep Prakash sir to give the keynote address.
Honorable Mr. Justice SamKoshy, Dr. Prasad, Mr. Prasanna, my colleague Azazuddin, distinguished guests, departmental colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings on the International Customs Day 2025. Before I delve into the topics associated with Indian customs and the International Customs Day, I must express my gratitude to Justice SamKoshy for accepting our invitation to grace this occasion as the Chief Guest. We look forward to your valuable insights and guidance, sir. As all of us are aware, customs has moved from the customary levy on cross-border trade, which the kings used to impose, to customs becoming the guardian or the guard of international economic frontiers. All international trade passes through customs across jurisdictions. This underlines the need for certainty, predictability, and security of the international movement of goods and people accompanying goods by establishing clear and precise standards. It is with this objective that the Customs Cooperation Council was established in 1953. The first session of the council was held on 26 January, and therefore the International Customs Day is internationally celebrated on customs every year determines any other day to be celebrated as International Customs Day. We are celebrating this year on 15th February because India joined Customs Cooperation Council, the predecessor of the World Customs Organization, on 15th February. So greetings once again. The Customs Cooperation Council and the WCO have actually rendered yeoman's service to the international trading community and the customs administrations across the world by developing and promoting the implementation of modern customs systems and procedures. One of the most pioneering work of Customs Cooperation Council, the WCO, has been the development of a harmonized system of nomenclature, which has HSN, as we are all aware, is now not merely used in customs, we are also using it for implementation of GST. As I said earlier, the first session of Customs Cooperation Council was held on 26 January 1953. And the WCO every year gives a theme on this occasion. My previous speakers have stated, but I'm repeating. The theme for this year, Customs Day, is Customs delivering on its commitment to efficiency, security, and prosperity. All three words, efficiency, security, and prosperity, are intertwined. They also underscore the critical role customs administrations play in sustaining and improving the international trade system and supporting the global economic activity. In India, besides guarding the economic frontiers, the customs duties contribute a substantial amount to the national exchequer. In 2023-24, the basic customs duties, along with the IGST on imports collected by the Indian customs officers, constituted more than 20% of the gross tax revenue of the Union. India, on which about 27,000 bills of entry, that is the import documents, and 34,000 shipping bills, that is the export documents, are filed daily. And the interesting part is that the system downtime is nil or negligible. In past 5 months, I was looking at the systems data. Only 2 months there was a downtime, and that too the system uptime was 99.85 and 99.87%. We also introduced self-assessment in 2011, that is about 14 years ago, and have increasingly used the risk management system to ensure that the largest amounts of import and export shipments are facilitated without human interventions. Currently, across all modes of international trade, that is air, surface, including marine, the facilitation level is 85%. That is 85% of the consignments are cleared without any officer's intervention. In line with the stated objective of the government to improve the ease of doing business, a large number of initiatives have been taken by the Indian Customs in past 10 years. One of the most important initiatives has been the establishment of SWIFT platform. Very often, as Dr. Prasad also stated, many of the industries, including pharmaceuticals, have to obtain clearances across regulatory jurisdictions with different government agencies. In order to reduce delays in this multi-agency environment, a single window interface was developed about 8 years ago, where all partner government agencies have been placed on one platform to ensure faster approvals. Faceless assessment was introduced in 2020, where the goods are assessed remotely by the officers who are not physically present at the port of import or export. This has substantially reduced human interface and increased transparency. Other aspect which was still where there was an intervention at the officials level, that was in uploading of documents and the out of charge for export consignments, for import consignments. The e-Sanchit scheme was introduced about 3 years back to enable online submission and storage of trade-related documents. This not only reduces paperwork, but also improves efficiency in document handling. In respect of out of charge also, the CBIC has in December came out with a new initiative where authorized economic operators T2 and T3 tiers can obtain auto out of charge. Many of us would be aware, though we don't have a marine port here in our jurisdiction, the CBIC has also come out with the scheme of direct port delivery and direct port entry, where the importers can clear goods directly from the port without intermediate storage, and the exporters can move goods directly to the ports without intermediate storage. Dr. Prasad talked about the AEO. We have taken note of his suggestion, and we would request the Directorate of International Customs to look into it. Hyderabad Customs has been wholeheartedly implementing these initiatives of the CBIC. I'm very happy to share with you that the facilitation level at the Air Cargo Complex Hyderabad is around 91%. That is much above the national average, and the consignments, which are 91% of the total consignments, are cleared without physical examination. We are cognizant of the fact that the Hyderabad has grown as a pharma hub and a hub for information technology and finance. 2/3 of the exports from Hyderabad
IOCL, HPCL, to name a few. He was appointed as an additional judge of the High Court of Chhattisgarh on September 16, 2013, and assumed office as a permanent judge on March 8, 2016. After his transfer to the High Court for the state of Telangana, his lordship took the oath as judge of the High Court for the state of Telangana on July 27, 2023. May I now request Honorable Justice Sri SamKoshy sir to address the gathering.
Warm greeting. Past 4 speakers, I feel I am the odd man out. Unrelated to the customs department, either directly or indirectly. Nonetheless, let me at the outset express my deepest gratitude to the Principal Chief Commissioner and the Principal Commissioner for having invited me for being the Chief Guest of the day. Dr. Prasad from the Reddy's Laboratory, Shri Prasanna from the GMR Group, all the officers of the department who had served in the past and the present serving officers, and all the other distinguished guests who are present on the occasion. Let me also express my greetings on this occasion of the International Customs Day being celebrated today. I feel honored to be part of this celebration with the Hyderabad zone and in the August gathering of these dignitaries often on the dais. Today, as we celebrate the International Customs Day, it is celebrated worldwide to recognize the role of the custom official and the Department of Customs so far as maintaining the proper security, facilitating trade, and in ensuring compliances within the regulations and the framework made therein. All these speakers have by now repeated the theme of the 2025 International Customs Day, which is our commitment to the efficiency, to the security, and also to the prosperity, not just for the country that we represent, but also globally. When we talk of efficiency, it's the cornerstone of any success. And in the customs department, efficiency would be the cornerstone for measuring the successful customs administration. In today's interconnected world and the fast-paced global economy, time is a valuable commodity. Delays at customs aren't just inconveniences, but they can translate into financial losses to the business as well. Modern custom agencies face the critical challenge of streamlining the clearances and the processes without compromising upon the security and the regulatory compliances. Thus, the Customs Department play a pivotal role in facilitating trade, ensuring security, and promoting the economic growth. From a global perspective, the organizations such as WCO have been at the forefront of driving initiatives that enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of the customs electronic data interchanges, making them more streamlined and responsive. The WCA focuses on innovation, modernization, and has allowed custom administration worldwide to keep pace with the ever evolving landscape of international trade, ensuring that goods move swiftly and at the same time securing security across the borders. On the domestic front, India has made significant strides in modernizing its customs administration. The introduction of the Indian Customs EDI Gate, also known as the ICE Gate, that is the e-Sanchit platform, the implementation of the single window interface for facilitating trade, which is also known as SWIFT, are testament to India's commitment to efficiency. These initiatives have drastically reduced clearance times, minimized paperwork, improved the overall ease of doing business. Furthermore, India's collaboration with the global organizations like WCO ensures that our customs practices are aligned with the international standards, thereby enhancing our competitiveness in the global market. Talking on the security enhances the safeguarding of the borders and the society as well. On one hand, we talk of efficiency, which is crucial. At the same time, it cannot be at the cost of the security. Security remains as a fundamental nature of customs operations, both globally as also domestically. Custom administrations play dual role in ensuring efficient trade flow while simultaneously safeguarding the borders against the transnational threats like terrorism, drug trafficking, and the illegal trade of arms and wildlife. Efficiency measures should therefore be designed to reinforce security. In India, the ongoing flow of narcotics, counterfeit goods, and the illegal wildlife products underscores the persistent threat to our borders. However, thanks to the vigilance of our custom officers and the utilization of the advanced screening technologies, increasingly we have been able to detect, intercept, and prevent the entry of illicit goods and combating smuggling and maintaining the integrity of our borders. These measures not only protect our citizens but also build trust with the trading partners, and the stakeholders globally. Moreover, custom administrations play a significant role in fighting against money laundering and the terrorism financed through their monitoring of cross-border financial transactions, enforcement of anti-money laundering regulations, etc. By identifying and stopping of the illicit financial flows at the border, custom administration has cut the financial lifeline of transnational criminals and terrorist organizations to a major extent. To strengthen the security framework, custom departments have collaborated with the international agencies such as Interpol, the WCO, and the United Nations Office on the Drugs and Crimes. Third is the fact of prosperity. Prosperity of, again, not just the country that we belong to, that is India, but also globally. Prosperity of nations is the ultimate goal of our collective efforts. Efficient custom operations contribute significantly to national revenue by collecting duties, taxes, and fees on imported goods. They also create a predictable and transparent environment that encourages trade and investment. And we just saw the film to the department, particularly the Hyderabad zone. In India, the customs revenue is a key source of revenue for the government that supports essential infrastructure projects and social welfare programs. Customs administration facilitate trade by lowering trade barriers, streamlining processes, and increasing transparency, which allows business to enter new markets and expand their operations. India's trade competitiveness has been enhanced through the implementation of free trade agreements and regional trade agreements, generating new opportunities for businesses and employees. By fostering public-private partnership and engaging with stakeholders, the department has developed best practices and innovative solutions that enhance the overall efficiency, effectiveness of the customs operation. The customs administration around the world have developed sophisticated risk management systems that allow for the efficient identification and targeting of the high-risk shipments, which allows not only enhanced security but also expedites the processing of low-risk goods, ensuring the trade flows smoothly. The technological development that has been adopted by the department, such as the AI and the machine learning tools, has further improved the accuracy and the efficiency of these systems, enabling the custom officials to make informed decisions in real time. India's efforts in this regard has been exemplary. The country has invested a state-of-art infrastructure and technology to streamline customs operations. The implementation of the customs automated system and the introduction of the e-Sanchez platform have transformed the way of customs documents are submitted and processed, reducing the time and cost associated with the custom clearances. These innovations have positioned India as a leader in the custom modernization, contributing to the country's economic growth and the global trade competitiveness. And the last wing is that of the judiciary that I and for some of my friends who have joined from the legal fraternity represent. Judiciary also has a little bit of role to play so far as being a support system to the custom law and the regulations framed for it. The judiciary acts as a custodian of the rule of law, ensuring fair, transparent implementation of customs regulations, balancing trade facilitation and revenue protection. Indian courts had maintained justice and equality in customs disputes and have interpreted enforced international trade agreements, ensuring India fulfills its obligations under the global framework such as the WTO. This legal framework allows the Customs Administration to perform effectively and protect the nation's economic sovereignty. The establishment of bodies like the Settlement Commission aims to expedite customs and excise duty payments involved in disputes, avoiding cost litigation and offering a chance for the taxpayers to disclose their duty liability truthfully. There are certain challenges ahead, as the Principal Chief Commissioner itself has fairly conceded that there is still ways to improve the system, and for which all the stakeholders have equal role. Despite the progress that has been made till now, custom operation, several challenges persist, necessitating stronger international cooperation to combat cross-border smuggling, trade-based money laundering. The increase in digitization customs operations also brings threat from the cybercrime areas, cybersecurity threats that must be addressed with utmost importance. Furthermore, custom agencies must maintain vigilance and adopt policies to balance operations will depend upon the continued innovation and adaptation of the emerging challenges and unwavering dedication by the department and its officers in maintaining the delicate balance between trade facilitation and the regulatory compliances. Once again, I extend my heartiest greeting on this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging and appreciation and also the seamless process. As I take a little liberty, sir, we have many appeals, departmental, both taxpayers and departmental appeals pending before High Court of Telangana. So we are on the same page. So, as we celebrate this special day, we must also acknowledge the hard work and dedication of our own officers, whose unwavering commitment to duty ensures the smooth functioning of customs operations. We now proceed with the distribution of commendation certificates to our outstanding customs officers for their exemplary service. May I request our chief guest, Sri SamKoshy sir, Honorable Justice Sri SamKoshy sir, to give away the commendation. Recognize the top performing exporters and importers for their contribution to the economy and their adherence to customs regulations. May I request our Principal Chief Commissioner, Sri Sandeep Prakash sir, to give away the certificates of appreciation to importers. Top importer certificate, Sri Brahmos Aerospace Private Limited.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जगति तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे